So, what it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilg. A lot of people have asked me about this, and we haven't done any videos on this on Dokkan in a little bit, just because I've been so busy trying to like farm stones and just don't get the videos recorded in time. Basically, I'm trying to farm a bunch of stones so we have a ton ready for the 9th anniversary, and you know the summertime schedules made it very difficult to get those done as videos. But this happens yesterday. It's the 4th right now. And a lot of mixed emotions with this. Now, a lot of people are really, really, really mad about the way Dokkan is implementing this change. And I think a lot of it's overblown. I know that's kind of a hot take, but I think a lot of people are massively overreacting to this news. Now, yes, there are, 3 or 4, I think, banners that we're going to be missing because of this one. One of those is the Tanabata stuff. So Tanabata probably will not be with us. But, you know, the reality is we normally don't get that anyway till the end of the year, and they usually run it as like the thank you celebration or whatever. So we're getting that stuff. We're just not getting it immediately. That's kind of like what I really had to mull this over my head, because the initial thought when you see what's happening here with Dokkan is you're like, what are they doing? And the reality is they have a plan. It's just not the plan you want to hear. And I get that. But the reality is, and I'm going to be completely frank here, this is going to be a highly, highly contested take. But the reality is, the vast majority of people that are sitting here mad and irate because we're not getting 4 units are the same people when those 4 units drop, be like, skipping this for the anniversary, skipping this for worldwide, skipping this for XYZ. Tech UI probably a lot lesser to that extent. But and I'm not counting Tanabata only because Tanabata's happening right now and the sync up's happening in a month and a half's time. So at this point in time, really there's nothing there that we would be going overly crazy for, with the exception of UI. Because like I said, Tanabata is going to be run at the normal global Tanabata time. It's just going to be a rerun for JP. It'll just be the first time we get it. Tech UI is really about the only loss here. Like, realistically, the only loss. And they've had to make some concessions. And I promise you, had they dropped that banner, like, in this interim period, this kind of, like, dry spell between the last things we got and the anniversary stuff, which is coming here this weekend, I believe. I think we're 3 days away from that. It's, like, happening fast. So the reality is, if they had dropped it now, they'd been like, you have 2 weeks, bam, here you go. You'd have a lot of people like, skip it for the anniversary. Although that is a questionable take for that unit. Nevertheless, that'd be what it be. Or, for all we know, he could be dropping on a banner in another like month's time. He could be like on a banner immediately after the anniversary. It's just a rerun for JP, and for us, it's new content. So all those units that we're lacking are going to be, and I think there's 2 others, but they're less important in my opinion. All of this stuff that's happening is just going to resolve itself very organically. Everybody is massively overreacting. And I know this is grinding way against the fabric of the Dokkan community at this point in time. But the reality is, you guys will get those units. You have plenty of time to summon on those units. You're just not getting it now. When you're getting it later on, when it's probably a better time and more realistically a better opportunity to summon on that. Because remember, we're going to have the anniversary, we'll have a brief break, and then we'll jump right into the sync up event, formerly Download Celebration, formerly worldwide, whatever, doesn't matter. All of this stuff will happen in due time. Will happen probably before the end of the year, way faster than anybody's. Because everybody's acting like these units aren't going to come to global. The reality is they will. They even said they will. The exact message that they purveyed was certain things probably have to be changed on global in order for them to kind of fit our repertoire. Now, a lot of people seem to be forgetting that notion, that they said it's happening, just not immediately. And with the vast majority of these units, they will most likely be there before we get the 10th anniversary event in February. So you have an insane amount of time for all of this to just organically resolve itself. To me, I just don't see it as a massive deal. I play plenty of other gacha games. If you guys don't know, we play gacha games on other channels. And I gotta tell you, with every single other game that I've played and that I've covered, if they made this choice, they'd be like, thank God we don't have another banner to worry about. This is the only game where they could drop a banner every single day and you would have people salivating to spend money on the game. Most rational people, when they play a game like this, if they see a break, they go, great, I can save for something really important. There are some games where even you can see a unit and go, that ain't worth summoning. But over here, you've got people that just absolutely fall on themselves to summon on a banner that everybody knows is a bloody trap. So, my Dokkan hot take here, y'all massively overreacting. These things will come. They'll be here at a time that's a lot more financially convenient to the vast majority of the community. For most people that are playing this game, they're going to get so much more out of waiting on that banner than they will be if they just drop it now and go, well, go broke before you go broke. It doesn't. I'm honestly with Akatsuki for once. I think that the staff that is covering this made the right call. And that's not me like baiting the community. That's honestly like, please wait. Let us spend money on the anniversary. Let us spend money on the worldwide celebration. Let us put our finances where they need to be. And, you know, even for me, like whenever the global, I'm so glad the global anniversary is moving, because having the global anniversary and then immediately an event that just makes it irrelevant always made the anniversary kind of like a touchy subject. Like everybody gets hyped about the JP anniversary, but when the JP anniversary drops, you know, it goes nuts, and then everyone's like, I'm waiting. Then they drop 2 or 3 units on the global that have long overshadowed what the anniversary units were. So when the anniversary gets here, and we know that like in a month and a half's time, we're going to have way better units, you look at it and you go, So all of this is kind of designed to result. And I have a feeling, I think once the anniversary drops and once things start moving, people are going to forget all about this. I think this will be blown. This will be water on the bridge here in like a matter of 48 hours. The only people that will be fuming about it at that point will be the people that just need something to fume about. Chill. Okay? This is a community-wide, just chill, guys. It's gonna come. Things will happen. They may not happen when you want them to happen, but they will be here soon enough. And by year's end, most, if not all, those units that we're lacking, we will have the opportunity to summon on. And like I said, for me personally, I'd rather it happen later on than happen now, because I promise you, you spent money on those banners now, you go into the worldwide celebration or sync up celebration or whatever you want to call it, and go, oh, but I spent the money. Be like, yeah, well, Akatsuki doesn't care. Credit card debt, baby. That's... I just think everyone's absolutely overreacting. And that is an opinion. sound off in the comments, rip me apart, go have fun with it. You ain't changing my opinion, and I'm probably not changing yours. But we can at least have a discussion about it. Just let's not include the 4-letter words. Let's keep it civil, okay? Keep it civil. I'm not yelling. Don't yell at me because my feelings get hurt easily. They don't, but makes a good story.